Hello everyone, and welcome to From the Heart Friday with me, Jessica Brigden of JessBCreativeCardiology. Hello, hello, happy Friday. You've made it through the week, just about. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend. I've got a bit of a mess going on. I have a show that I'm doing. I'm going to a scrapbooking, crafting crop where people gather to work on their projects, and so I am representing Stampin' Up, providing some make and take projects, as well as having a variety of cash and carry items there for their happy shopping. So I am in the midst of packing, sorting through what I want to take so that I can get the car loaded and I can go and get myself set up tonight. So that's why I've got a bit of chaos going on this afternoon. Hi, Nancy. Hello, hello. If you are anywhere near the Jordan Elbridge Elementary School, I will be there all day tomorrow from 8 a.m. until I think it's 3 or 4 p.m. I don't know. All day tomorrow. And whether you're an event attendee or not, you are still welcome to come and shop from the various vendors like myself that will be there. So today, I have a really pretty project. I will be using Stampin' Up's new November 2025 online exclusive, the Friendly Foliage bundle. All right, this bundle is so unique because it does not only the gorgeous stamped image, but the dies that coordinate with this allow you to cut out the intricate little details in between those leaves. So I believe this is a really unique die set. So I've got a quick and simple card layout for you that I think you could use for all occasions. I'm going to be pairing it with some of that gorgeous, lovely lavender designer series paper. This paper has been such a favorite that Stampin' Up has actually carried it over through a couple of catalogs, and you can still see it here in the 25 to 26, the main catalog as well. They put it back in the book, so can't go wrong with this pretty paper. So let me go ahead and share this project with you. All right, I see my hubby's watching. We've got Luann on here and Nancy. Hello, everybody. All right, so if you're in the crafting mood, let's go ahead and flip the camera and we'll get started. Feel free to stamp along with me if you like. So this new bundle, oh good, Luann says yes, she loves that paper. It is a crowd favorite and I love it. You can tell I coordinated here because I love all of these gorgeous shades of Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon, and those like blue-green tones are my favorite. So here in the November online exclusives, this product series that was just released for customers here this month, like a week ago. All right, so the Friendly Foliage bundle is here. Again, I like it not just for the dies, but we have some nice sentiments. So we have a really nice looking Thinking of You, Get Well Soon. I was going through my stamp sets and realized we really didn't have that much that said get well. And I love this one too. You're on my mind and in my heart, sending love. I know amongst our friends and families in our congregation, there've been a lot of people going through tough times, serious illnesses and things. And so this has been a sentiment that is definitely one that I'm getting a lot of mileage out of. Even this one, here for you always. All right, so I love that. Another great one, and I'm gonna show you how you can use this too, is the Banner Sayings bundle. Now this one has some smaller sentiments, but again, the script is very similar. And this is a triple banner punch. So you've got kind of the arrow end, the banner here, the flag, and you can, again, mix and match those for various things. But what I like too is the Friendly Foliage sentiments, the Get Well Soon, the Sending Love, thinking of You. These all also work with that punch. So a couple of awesome items. So that's what I'm using today. All right, so my card base, because this is the pattern of the lovely lavender. Of course, you can see we've got those super pretty purples on the back side. And I was really torn because I love both sides of this paper. Stampin' Up! Really should have made one side ugly so I didn't feel bad. But I checked it, and I'll show you when we go to put it together. I've kind of felt that this side was almost just a little too distracting from the simplicity of the stamping that I was going to do. So I'm going to use the leaves today. But for our card base, we're pairing that with a nice neutral here, is Crumb Cake, a standard card, 5.5 by 8.5. And we will fold and score here at 4.25. Okay. All right, this time I am using Very Vanilla. I wanted something just a little bit warmer here, a little softer. So my inside layer here for Very Vanilla is 4 by 5.25. All right. Yeah, Luann says she doesn't think Stampin' Up! Knows how to make one side not pretty. That's true, that's true. Although some paper packs, the different ones, I don't know, but this lovely lavender for sure. I love both sides of like every pattern, so that one's a little bit tougher. Okay, so for the front, I'm going to do a contrasting layer with Pretty Peacock, just so that I can make those leaves stand out a little bit. This layer too is 4 by 5.25. All right, like I said, this is a quick and easy card template that you could use really with any package of fancy paper here. Okay, so let me do the stamping first, and that way you can vote. All right, if you want me to do the pretty purples or the leaves there. Okay, so I'll leave my other elements just ready to go for right now. I have some Very Vanilla. I went ahead and cut this at 2 3/4 by 4, just a little bit oversized, because this Friendly Foliage image, this is actually quite a large stamp. This is my E block, okay? And I am going to use, oh, Luann voting for the purple side. Well, if you're voting for the purple side, then I might have to do Gorgeous Grape. All right, okay, so I do have one of these cards made already. So I will go, I'm gonna go with you, Luann, okay? So I'm gonna change things up here. I had my Pretty Peacock ink pad ready to go, but for your sake, I've switched things up here on a dime, and I'm going to ink this up with some Gorgeous Grape instead. Oh, Nancy likes that too, okay. Purple for the win today. All right. As you can see, I put my stamp down here so that I can apply my ink directly to it and see how much. I need to re-ink my Gorgeous Grape ink pad, but I wanted to make sure I had a nice saturated, lots of color on there. Go ahead, stamp this right in the center of this Very Vanilla piece. And the reason I have you do that is because as we die cut it here, I want to make sure that we have plenty of room. Okay, so isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't that look like lavender? I mean, I know with this paper we had a lavender bundle, and Stampin' Up! Retired that but kept the paper. But I feel like this new Friendly Foliage bundle kind of fills that gap, because it can also look like little lavender sprigs on here. Oh, I should have done a layer of Gorgeous Grape. Let me see, I think I still have some Gorgeous Grape cardstock out here somewhere, and I can cut a piece. Yeah, I've got some somewhere handy, and I can cut a piece to go with that. But let me show you how we die cut this. Okay, so stamps, flip it over here. I've got my dies. Okay, this looks a little weird, a little like Swiss cheese, right? But check this out. When you take your cotton embossed plates here, all right, lay your paper down. Now the outside image here, this die cuts around, all right? It does the outside of your stamped image. And you can die cut it like that, and that looks super cool. But if you take this next piece, the cheese looking piece, and you lay this on top and you fit those little, well, we'll call them little lavender buds in there in those holes, then it's going to cut the intricate detail from in and around those leaves as well. Really, really neat. So that's how those two pieces work. Okay, so of course we're gonna put our top plate on, and I'm going to carefully run this through my cut and emboss. I think it shifted just slightly. So let me adjust that, and then you'll hear the snap, crackle, pop. Okay. Now I didn't pre-cut this because I wanted to show you how those dies go together. Okay, so here we go. Snap, crackle, pop. Okay. All right, so when we take this off now, check this out. Inside piece comes out. Ooh, look at that. It reveals the peekaboo around there. And then the whole thing comes out. And you have this really intricate, gorgeous die cut leaves, flowers, lavender. Oh, actually, Luann, I'm liking that, but I definitely think that we need some gorgeous grape to go with that. So let me find my little stash of cardstock here on the table. I ordered some new, look at my gorgeous grape. I'm down to one sheet. I just ordered some extra package of cardstock there. All right, so I'm going to redo that. I'm going to save this piece for later. And we are going to do another piece of crumb cake for my card base. Now, what did I do with my crumb cake cardstock? All right. Thankfully, when I cut that, I, of course, had an extra, the other half of the sheet. So I'm going to cut this gorgeous grape layer to 4 by 5 1/4. All right. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and then the piece to layer behind our die cut flowers, that is going to be 2 inches by 3 3/8. So 2 by 3 3/8. Okay, so, all right, 2 by 3 3/8 here. All right, so that's gonna go with my pretty peacock card. Okay, now let's reassemble here. Okay, I've got our crumb cake. I'll have to cut another piece of vanilla for the inside, so just go with that for now. Okay, put our gorgeous grape on top. See, this is the fun part. When you watch me live, you can totally influence. You can influence the projects. You can vote for your favorite colors and patterns and sentiments and all of that good stuff. Okay, so this pretty leaf pattern got vetoed in favor of the pretty purple flowers. All right. I do have a finished one with the leaves though, so you will get to see what that does look like at the end. Okay, so layer this on. It's gorgeous already because this lovely lavender paper. Now, if you haven't gotten that paper already, you definitely need to add it to your next order. And if you have some and it's hidden away in your stash, pull it out because you definitely need to use that gorgeous paper, okay? Now, as a little contrast here, I did cut another pattern of that lovely lavender, and I wanted just this gingham check pattern. Yes, Luann, you are an influencer. A little video influencer, you. Okay, so this is a 1 by 4. I'm gonna place that right across the center here at the halfway point, or well, close enough to halfway. Okay. All right. Now we're going to adhere our layer of gorgeous grape. Okay, that again is going to go right here in the center, and I believe we are equal distance, well, just about top and bottom, left and right. Okay, now look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I did not die cut this with my adhesive sheets. You could use glue dots. You could use your mini dimensionals. Right, there's plenty of room back here. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of my green glue here, the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. Just a little dab on each of those leaves. Okay, and that should be plenty. Give yourself the corners there so that you don't get, if you're like me, no matter what, I always end up sticky. So give yourself a little bit of wiggle room there. And then press this in. Oh, don't you love how that intricate leaves or die cut from the center, allowing it to have that peek through window and that gorgeous crepe cardstock to peek in from behind. Love that. Okay, so we need a sentiment here, and you might be wondering, well, where in the world are we going to put it? So let's grab just a scrap here of some very vanilla cardstock. And let's see here for sentiments. All right, here you go, influencers. Would you like Get Well Soon? Sending Love. Let me see, I believe, let me check this banner. Okay, You're On My Mind and My Heart, that actually will just fit as well. Okay, so you have this option, Get Well Soon, Sending Love, You're On My Mind and in My Heart, or Thinking of You. What sentiment would you like me to use here on this project? And we will stamp that with some of this gorgeous grape ink as well. Okay, You're On My Mind and in My Heart is Luann's vote. Okay. I'm calling the green glue the Brill Cream of the stamping word. A little dab will do you. There you go. All right, Nancy, what do you think? Do you want You're On My Mind or in My Heart? Or anybody else want to chime in here? Again, we've got Get Well Soon, Sending Love, You're On My Mind and in My Heart, and Thinking of You. Okay, so what we're going to do here, actually, this piece is big enough. I can do, all right, Nancy agrees with Luann. Love that. Okay, so this was just a scrap of very vanilla that I had, and I might as well cut a few of these little tags here since my scrap is big enough. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna save these for later. I wanna do the flagged banner here. And let's pull out You're On My Mind and in My Heart. Beautiful. And we're gonna stick with this gorgeous grape. So that's what makes this card nice too. Just one color ink. Okay. And let's aim for the center. Oop, look at that. Oh, perfect. You'd think I've been doing this a while or something. All right, let's put a couple of dimensionals on the back here. And the full size do fit. I think two will do it. Okay. And I'm going to place this right in the center, but I'm going to lift this leaf here just a tad so it kind of overlaps a little bit. Place those words right across the middle. All right, and my other favorite embellishment, and these have been in the catalog for quite some time now to the brushed brass butterflies. Love these, and they go perfect with the lavender. And I realize this is maybe more of a springy card, but it's too pretty. All right, so if you want to change it up, more seasonal, of course, you could do these with reds and browns and greens and things like that. In fact, in the swaps that I got, I believe I showed you guys on Tuesday, right? I did get a lot of greens. Let me pull these out and I can show you one more time. Yeah, like here's an option with a garden green and basic beige. So you can totally do this. Another one, garden green. This one's a little brighter here. We've got some granny apple green with a little ombre shading on it. And again, green is popular with this. We've got the soft seafoam with the gold. All right, so I'm changing it up here with the purple. All right, so I'm gonna put a little butterfly down here, and then I'm gonna put a big butterfly up here. All right, so they're kind of flitting around the little flower blossoms. And there you have it. Like I said, super simple. We had our card base, contrasting layer of cardstock, in this case, Gorgeous Crepe, our designer series paper, little contrasting strip. You could even use ribbon here in place of this gingham pattern. All right, and then another layer of Gorgeous Crepe to coordinate with our stamping. That is the Friendly Foliage stamp set. All right, beautiful. Okay, love the stamps and the dies there. Definitely one of my new favorite bundles. And since you guys were so good and you vetoed my pretty peacock, let me show you what that would look like anyways, because I did have that done. Let me see here. So I did change it up a little bit. This one, I did not do the contrasting layer. I definitely do prefer that layer of Pretty Peacock. All right, so let me see. I also had prepped one where I didn't cut out the inside. All right, so you can see how that looks. But I don't know. I think it depends on the look you're going for, because with the white there, that looks really cool. All right, but I think for the most part, I like having that inside cut out. So I definitely prefer the contrasting layer. All right, I think that puts everything, pulls it together. And then, yeah, a little bit of, whether you use either side, okay? So this was the same sheet here of the lovely Lavender Designer Series paper, and one side was this Pretty Purples, and the reverse side was the green leaves here. And either way, super pretty. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed today's project, again, quick, simple. I know this is actually one of our shorter videos here. Yes, it is fun to send flowers all the time. But whereas I have it looking more like lavender, depending on the different colors, all right, the leaves, that is more of a, I don't know, that's a little more festive, a little classic, fancy. Yeah, I think you could definitely experiment at doing different colors. I think it'd even be pretty with like an espresso, looking more like a wheatgrass or something. So really simple, versatile stamp set here that kind of becomes whatever you pair it with, whether it be a leaf or a flower or or a grass, anything like that. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a beautiful weekend. And I will be back on Tuesday. And maybe then I will share, let's do that. On Tuesday, I will share the projects that I created for the make and takes for the event I'm attending tomorrow. We'll be using the Peaceful Garden Suite Collection. So we'll go with shades of blue on Tuesday. All right, there you go. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends. Thank you so much, and we'll see you Tuesday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.